Hi everyone, welcome to my second video using the distressed crayons. I got it in this beautiful distressed crayon watercolor kit. I did an unboxing video already in the little paper test, and so today I'm just going to do a project and I'm going to high speed it for you. So thank you for watching. I guess I can talk through and do high speed. I'm just going to put a little flower on here. I'm using the things that came in the kit, only the things that came in the kit plus water. And so this is the watercolor paper that came in my kit, and this is a little stencil, and I'm going to kind of, I don't like perfection, so stamps very nicely. I'm going to put a little flower on my page and use the distressed crayons to see what kind of mess I can make. This little acrylic block came with it. This is also really nice, and these are the distress. This is distress ink. This is not archival ink. It will react with water, so I'm kind of interested. I'm not sure exactly how this is going to work, but I want my little. There we go. Wow, it's a really nice crisp image with these stamps. Okay, so I'm going to probably come back. I want to put this little sentiment, but I'm going to do that, I think, at the end. It says, "There is beauty in simplicity." And I totally believe that. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside. And I'm going to try out these. This is, for me, a very small space to work on. But I'm just going to try it. This is the fossilized amber. And I'm just going to put that right around the base. And I'm just going to kind of messily color this because I don't like precision. Maybe add a little bit there. And then add a little green. I don't care if it goes outside the lines really or anything like that. More green. And this, I think, actually needs a little green. And then I'm just going to smudge it with my fingers. Smudge it in. Just a little. Like I said, I'm not going for coloring everything inside the lines. Not the look I'm after. A little bit of a chunk of color there. And now what I can do is use my watercolor brush that came with my set. Wet it. I would usually just use my water brush for something like this, and yeah, that moves the color really nicely. It's not disturbing the ink from the stamp. Just kind of fade that out just a little. Now I don't have the white distress crayon, but that's okay. Clean my brush. I think what I want to do is, I'm going to take this piece of plastic and I'm going to color onto it with this blue. And I'm going to use the watercolor brush to pick up that color. Yeah, see, it just lets right up. It's just going to be just like watercolor. And I'm just going to kind of create a wash, watercolor wash, work down my paper. And I want more water. Just kind of clean water. Just kind of making a gradient in the background. I don't want it to, I just want it to fade away, I guess is what I'm saying. So that's why I'm doing it this way. And I probably should have done that before I actually started working on my flower, but you know, first project, see how it goes. All right, I think that's really nice. Put some little drops. This is really nice pigment, really. It kind of disappears into the wet. It disperses, is what happens. So if I let that dry a little, then I'm gonna get those little dots. Okay, let me see if I can clean my brush a little bit. And and let me try this. I want to put a little bit of this violet at the top. And pick up some of this water. Kind of melt that crayon. Add a little, oh, yeah, nice color. Really nice pigments. And this is nice watercolor paper. Now I'm kind of mixing those two colors. Just get a little bit different. And more plain water. Okay, so you notice I just, that drop that was there, just watch, it disappears. Just disappears. Okay, so I don't have my dryer right now, but like I said, this is just a quick demo. Now I'm struggling not to not to add supplies. I want to add acrylic paint, but I don't really want to do that for this demonstration. So I'm just going to use what's in the kit. And I'm going to add, I want this pigment to be a little thicker, so I'm just going to color right into the water. And it does dissolve, but I think it will hold up better in the drops. Yeah, see, it looks a little darker. It does still disperse into the water. Okay, what's another color drop we can use? I'm actually having a lot of fun with this, and it's going to be a really quick project. So another color for drops. How about Rusty Hinge? And I'm just going to put it over here to the side. Pick up some clean water. And you can see it does have like a little bits of pigment in there, but you know, not much. This has a little bit of green tinge. My brush was a little bit dirty. Okay, and then I'm going to drip that on there also. I want to drip that more right on the flower. I hope you can see. Let me zoom in. Zoom in a little. I make you very tiny drops of Rusty Hinge all around my flower. Now I'm going to do the same thing with fossilized amber. That nice yellow color. Pick up some clean water. Can I cheat and add white? That's what I want to do, is add white. Okay. Clean my brush. I don't have an actual container of water, so I'm just cleaning my brush over here on the side. So I've kind of made this just into a watercolor project, and you know what? I want some green, but I don't want the same color green, so I'm going to mix the blue, the chipped sapphire, with the fossilized amber, and get a nice little green. Go down on this stem a little more. Like I said, I don't care about it being perfect or anything like that. Doesn't help me at all. Make a little bit of the ground here. So this is the black ink. Here's what I'm wondering. Maybe I could just take one of these crayons, which one would look nice, and go around the edge. That's kind of a, how about this rusty hinge? Just around the edge. Just, oops, don't touch the drops. Just see what happens if I do that. And then smudge it just a little. Just kind of draw the eye in is what I'm thinking. And you can skip this or do this with any color or with no color. Or, you know, no color would be the same as skipping it. Okay. I'm picking up the texture of the watercolor paper. Don't mind that at all. My finger is dry. I'm going to put a little more on the corner there. And then I'm just going to go around this whole edge really quickly. This is a very soft crayon, so I'm very lightly touching the edge because I don't want to just kind of cut into the crayon. It's very, very soft. I'm trying not to touch my little dots. They are drying pretty quickly. Just want to go around the edge a little. Okay, and then I'm going to go around the edge with the black. And this is, as with all things I usually do, is an experiment. Oh yeah, look, that picks it up nicely. Just leaves a bit of orange tinge. I'm not getting any orange on any rusty hinge on my Distress ink pad. I see I have this little swirl here and I don't really want it there. Nice thing is these are water react. The Distress inks also react with water, so I think I'm just gonna spritz that side just a little. It didn't really go away. Now I'm gonna have to redo some drops over there. That's okay. All right, I'm gonna dry that actually. I'm gonna dab it and dry it a little. All right, now I can do my dots. I was having fun with the dots of the blue, the chip sapphire, and now the top is dry, so I can get more dots up there. So I want more drops. Oh, I just realized if I want to, I could put some of this black and water, pick it up with my brush. It doesn't pick up as easy as the, this is the Distress. Yes, doesn't pick up quite as easy as the crayon. I can feel resistance there, but I think it will work. Get a few little black dots. I don't use a lot of Distress inks and things, although I like them. I just don't use them very much. All right, and I am going to cheat and use some white paint to make some white dots, because I don't have, they do have white Distress crayons, but I don't have them. It didn't come in this kit. So in that way I'm cheating, because I'm using something that's not in the kit. But I just want some white on top of that yellow to break it up, and on top of my amber. Just for fun. There we go. Okay. Now I only have one thing left to do, and that is to put my last little stamp on there. I need to clean my brush. And my last little stamp is here. To be nice and clear, so I'm rubbing it on there really good. I'm putting quite a bit of ink. Hopefully very nice. And then I'm back to my brush. I'm just going to put like a little underneath it. Oh, this is called a wool. Adding the idea that there's grass. And I guess if you really wanted to get really detailed, let me see, what is the color I already have? This nice little, I'm not sure this is a simple, this is an example of simplicity, but I like the sentiment. I could color that in. Like I said, I'm totally not going for perfection. Adding a little shadow here. Okay. This is my project. Using the Tim Holtz Distress Crayon Watercolor Kit plus white paint. This is what I've come up with. Nice little piece of art. Okay, thank you. Bye.